To what do I owe the pleasure?
Hello everybody and be welcome to the run breakdown section of this video. For the sake of expediency, I will be talking in this one. I apologize in advance for the potentially scuffed audio, but I would appreciate some feedback on that front. Whether you'd rather listen to me, or if I should just stick to typing the whole thing out. Either way, let's begin. So, usually there are things that could have gone better in the run, which would warrant improvements in our overall runtime. However, for this first side of the clear, everything went nearly perfectly, and we'll go over why that might be. So right at the beginning here, we begin by buffing ourselves via Caesar and Lucy. And do notice, I did skip the quick assist for the sake of time. Lucy will lose about 20k on hit damage, and we will lose some decibel generation via not doing the quick assist. But instead, Piper will be basically prepared to do a charge level 3 spin by the time she would just begin doing the quick assist. Now there's something important here. I focus on triggering assault and not spending more than, not going below 50% energy on Piper. This is just so I can keep using her EX special. Using her EX special is fairly important because it will grant you the most anomaly buildup. And also, it's worth mentioning that Lucy's M6 only works on EX specials, meaning if you are below 50% energy and you're trying to spin, you will not proc her M6. Also, via doing the 2 basic attacks into level 3 instantly, you will be generating energy for yourself. So you can keep this up for quite a while until you want to spin the whole way. Right, this part is also important to happen. You want the robot to use his flamethrower. Like this you can do 3 dodge attacks, and Piper's dodge attack is fairly good. This also helps me keep up the Jane's W engine buff. There, we take care of him real fast. As for the boss fight itself, I'm aiming to stun him between the 40-second and the 45-second mark. This means I should weave in a couple of Caesar counters to get this done. I will show you a really nice synergy between Piper and Caesar here soon. Okay, so take notice about this parry right here. When you switch out of Piper while she is doing her EX special on level 3, she will do the dunk. The dunk, not only does it have massive physical damage increase, as in 40%, which increases your assault damage. This is actually a really important mechanic. If I was better at using Piper, I would use this more often. but also it's a great off-field tool, as you will see right here. Caesar can only really proc assault at the end of her counter animation. So check what's gonna happen here. The bar went immediately up because of Piper, and Caesar gets to trigger it with her hit. So the boss got basically immediately stunned through the whole combination. Now we choose to skip everyone else's chain attack because they would only waste time and ruin assault damage. We trigger assault and immediately ult. We do not ult beforehand because the ult only procs assault on the last hit and it builds up the full bar. And with this, spin is gone. So this side was incredibly good, 55 seconds. I am quite happy with those results. Now side 2. Side 2 was very messy. Soukaku is using Slice of Time, as you may have seen before. I don't find it to be very good on her. As you'll see later, she struggles a little bit with energy generation, which is quite important. I feel like it will be possible to get a substantially better result with Nicole's W engine, since we can easily trigger 2 disorders. And I wouldn't have much trouble getting her maxed out buff early. Either way, let's carry on. We start off by self-buffing Soukaku, because, well, why not? Then we activate Rina's passive, as we do, followed up by grouping the mobs and before nuking them with Nagi. I will mention though, our very good viewer, Southern Cassowary, I hope I didn't butcher the name, I'm sorry if I did, has a much better way to deal with them, and I recommend you check out his video. I will post it in the description. So yeah, on my next run I'll rest assured that I will be using that strategy as well, along with Nicole's W engine. When it comes to the fight itself, I do mess up a couple of Yanagi's attack combos by either dodging when I shouldn't or dodging too early. This was an awful EX special cancel, which was also very unfortunate. I spent both the energy and didn't get the disorder. I also find it fairly difficult to fit in Soukaku due to her long animations. It tends me to make me mess up later due to attempt to managing all these things. However, I am certain there's a better way to do it. I just require more practice to be sure. Nicole is definitely easier to manage. Right. And right here, I'm sure you have witnessed the most illegal thing I own. No, it's not Soukaku. That sounds wrong. Just the strongest quick assist known to mankind. 1.7 million. That's, if the boss was stunned, that would be roughly 2.55 million damage. Can't wait to do that. Miyabi who indeed. Also check out the red bar there. Kinda crazy. Yeah, I got hit there, no bueno, and here I just messed up big time. That was a huge loss of time. So yeah, here we just get enough energy to ult on Yanagi, and we do. Yeah, very poor damage there, unfortunately. But yeah, it was still a fine run, but you can see the potential if I didn't mess up this path. I will be attempting it again soon, with everything going well next time, hopefully. So, what's to learn here? Hopefully, I can manage to get either two disorders on Soukaku, or I wait until I stun, which is generally the strategy when you're using Nicole. You want to wait until I stunned, and then you proc the disorder. So I can do either of those things, and as you can see, there is a very real benefit into using Soukaku. That kind of damage that I did here, I don't believe it's possible with, at least with my setup and Nicole, for the reasons I've explained on the previous video. But yeah, level 55 Soukaku, slice of time, alright results on a fairly poorly executed run. I think this proves the strength of this whole combo. I will be again attempting it later, see if I can improve upon it. And if you guys have any comments on it, on ways I may be able to improve it, I'm all ears. So yeah, I'll be working on it whenever I can. And I think that's gonna be that. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Until then, I will be off. You guys have a good one. See ya.